Hello there. I'm here for a simple reason. It's to help everyday people deal with everyday problems, not the kind of problems that make the headlines, but the ones that they quietly build up in your notes app. Questions that you don't always know who to ask. Questions where you just want a clear answer. Moments you need someone to talk things through with. I don't have a hidden agenda. I'm not here to sell you on an image of success like 95% of creators on this platform do. I'm not a self-help guru. I'm not a millionaire by any means. I'm just a normal guy. And I believe that most people already have what they need to persevere through this life. It's getting more and more difficult to just go through and grind every day, try to make ends meet. So we all need a little bit of clarity and a different perspective every now and then. A voice sort of to help sort things out. And I'm here to help out young men in particular, middle-aged men such as myself, but that doesn't mean I'm excluding women. It's just this channel is probably driven more towards men. So if you're just trying to make sense of something, I'll meet you where you are. There's no judgment, there's no pressure, there's no exaggeration on my part. This is just honest help, practical thinking, real conversations meant for real people. And that's it. I'm a simple guy, straightforward, and I'm focused on what actually matters in this life, helping us all move forward one step at a time. Everything I care about is connected. Even if it doesn't look like it on the surface. I would say cars, fitness, faith, and family. You hear that list and you think it's kind of random, but automobile repairs, they teach you more than just how to turn a wrench. It teaches you patience, teaches humility. You can do everything right, and you'll still have a bolt snap, a sensor fail, for no obvious reason. And that's where you got two choices. You can get frustrated and you can quit, or you can slow down, you can figure it out, and keep going. And that mindset carries over into everyday life. It's very rarely do we get a warning light before things go wrong. And how we respond says everything about our character. So I believe that people overcomplicate fitness and they want shortcuts. They hacks and motivation that magically last forever. The truth is discipline beats motivation, because motivation, it comes and goes. You wake up one morning and you don't feel like doing anything, but that is not always an option. Sometimes you just got to make yourself do what you got to do. Matter of fact, most of the time is that way. Fitness isn't about looking a certain way. It's about being capable, and respecting our temple. It's enough to take care of it. We want to be around. We want to be healthy enough to be there for our families and our children. We want to be mentally tough to push through hard seasons without breaking. And it's easier said than done. Faith, that was another one that reminds me of that I'm not always in control of everything. You can find comfort in that. or you can find chaos in that. I have found both, and I've just come to realize that finding comfort in it is the best way. When things don't go my way, I can have gratitude for when things do go my way. And ultimately it's not up to me. Faith reminds me, ultimately there's a higher power in control of everything, seen and unseen. Then we come to family. Family is a gift. It is absolutely a gift, a precious gift. At the end of the day, nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. If we don't show up for the people that matter most in our lives, what are we doing all of this for? It's as simple. It honestly is as simple as that. So, whether it's fixing something together around the house, sharing a meal, being present without distractions, and those moments, they really add up in a world full of distraction, saturated with distractions. You have to keep this in mind. It is important to put your focus, your full attention on your loved ones. It really does matter. The impact you leave on the people closest to you is your legacy. So when it comes to hobbies, the things that you do just because you love them, basically, whether it's building or it's learning or it's tinkering or exploring something new, hobbies give you, they keep you curious. That's where your creativity lives. That's where you can find time to recharge. It challenges you without the pressure of needing to be perfect. There's so much pressure to be perfect, to constantly level up and better yourself. Hobbies shouldn't be about that. It should really be about just relax and unwind and explore. So really, it all comes down to just one idea, right? Let's take responsibility for our lives. We got to fix what's broken in our lives. We have to strengthen what's weak, protect what matters. We have to stay humble enough to keep learning. Keep learning, keep learning. That's the kind of life I'm trying to live. And it's definitely not flashy. It's not perfect. But it is honest. It's disciplined. And it's very much intentional. And if any of that resonates with you, then you and me are probably on a similar road. So I encourage you to check in on this channel. That's what this channel is really about. Don't hesitate to drop a comment. Tell me about a video idea you would like to see made, or an opinion you would like to see me give on a certain matter. You've been warned. I'm not the smartest person, but I am an honest person, and not really afraid to share that honesty. So this is number one, man's with an apostrophe, opinion, all together. It's signing off.